July 17th, 5:32. Entry number. Just kidding. I don't know what we're on. When you have zero views, it feels like a science experiment. Just recording shit, seeing what flows, what works for you. But I tried getting myself to do a video for 30 straight days. I lasted 2 days. But we're back today. Maybe 4 days in between. And after listening to what I have to say, you will understand why. I was basically forced to come on here and talk a little bit. But yeah, I guess I'll just get into it. I just basically took a bunch of notes on the spiritual meaning of Demurrage. Still don't know how to say it. But it centers on the energetic, karmic, and mental costs of spiritual delay, hesitation, and hoarding. And so demurrage is a legal and logistical fee that is charged for keeping cargo or currency just in the same place for too long. All right, that's like the actual thing that it is, but it's a very powerful metaphor for what happens when you block your own inner growth and refuse to let the blessings flow. So off rip, you are already gonna feel this one or not. So I'll compare the two a little bit more, and then like the cost of it, and then like there's some lessons that I wrote at the end as well. So for the cost of stagnation and hesitation, spiritually, demurrage represents the heavy toll you pay when you stay stuck in one place due to fear, doubt, or procrastination. Yeah, obvious. And you start to pay for indecision, just as a port charges a vessel for overstaying its welcome. The universe extracts a toll in the form of anxiety, misalignment, and spent energy when you refuse to make a necessary life shift. Bro. Like, came at me today on this, because in the past I've made so many life shifts based on faith, and just like, fuck it, I'm gonna move, hundreds of miles away and figure it out. And usually it works out, and then maybe I switch it up again. But this time around, I've kind of stayed in my same environment and not made bigger changes that I know that I'm meant to make, and trying to wait on the right timing. Because when I try and force it, then I'm always reminded, like, everything in divine timing, like, just wait for things to kind of align for you. But then I stop taking action towards that thing that I want to accomplish. Rambling a little bit, but the demon of delay is chronic, unnecessary waiting, is a form of spiritual resistance or a block that keeps you from fulfilling your destiny. Sure, whatever. Destiny, I've kind of leaned away from whatever beliefs I had of what that meant. Just being more present and feeling into the fact that, like, each one of your daily choices can have an impact that changes the direction that you go. And how, like, almost every little thing I do now needs to have an intent behind it. Kind of like feeling into the space between moments or situations where I try to bring out like a specific essence of how I want to embody in the moment. And yeah, you get it. All right, so I'm just gonna keep going. So the flow versus the hoard. We know what flow is, and I guess thinking about hoarding energy is interesting to me, but there is a certain law that I've never really come across that is helping me with this, and I think it will help you as well. So in alternative economics and philosophy, demurrage currency loses value over time if it is hoarded, ensuring that money continues to circulate. So basically, it's the law of circulation. That's a new one for me, but it makes a lot of sense because your blessings are meant to circulate. Your talents, wealth, love, and energy are meant to flow freely to others. The decay of hoarding is trying to hoard your physical resources or spiritual gifts, causing them to decay or stagnate, resulting in a loss of spiritual vitality. And I guess this is can be seen as a partial, like, full circle moment as far as in the past how I operated. I had to teach myself to, in order to not burn out, how to pause and like what self-love is to me, and like taking time, meditating, all that good stuff. And I guess this is just showing me again maybe that I lean too much into that, and I need to come back into balance more. And I am ready for the just like immersing myself in flow of like constant action, and not constant action, but like just doing more. Like I'm able to hold more now, and when I continue to sit on either creative like inspirations or ideas that I don't like let out onto paper or by talking to someone else, then over time I will start to feel it spiritually, mentally, energetically, like all those things. And I'll wonder why, because when I start to feel something, usually there's no like external thing that I can look at that's like, oh, this is why. Like it's always an internal thing, which yeah, it took time to see everything that way, but learning how to reframe all of these things from the internal is new. So some of the lessons that I got from spiritual demurrage is releasing the cargo, identifying what old habits, dead relationships, or outdated mindsets you're holding on to past their expiration date. And this can be used like almost all the time. I think on like a monthly basis of like, usually there's bigger themes throughout a month that you're focusing on yourself, learning how to integrate and change like certain thought patterns. And when you're in that integration phase before you actually embody them, your mind a lot of times will be split between the new thing that you're trying to inhabit and what the old version of yourself would do. And it just creates such incoherence that you just have to continue to identify what the old is so that you keep it in your frame of mind while focusing on the new. Allows you to build that neural pathway for that to become your new baseline. And the next one is keep your energy moving. So it's practicing generosity, sharing your knowledge, and accepting that energy must be given away to return to you. Yeah, you gotta give your gifts away. We all have things that people need to hear that, you know, can help someone out, and we're doing a disservice by holding on to things or by thinking that we don't have anything to offer. That's doing a disservice to others and yourself. And this last one is very interesting to me, and it's act with urgency. Treat your time on Earth like a ship with a strict schedule. Avoid lingering in comfortable but unaligned phases of life. And this is another one of those where especially if you've always been prone to just like go, you're always like working towards the next thing, and then you learn how to give yourself grace and to pause in different moments, and you're reflective on your life and your habits, then you probably lost that sense of pressure that you're not forced to do any of these things, and it kind of releases a burden off of you. But then now it's about bringing urgency back with the new embodiment that you have, where the urgency is more about not to attain certain things or to accomplish goals, but it's to keep the energy flowing in a way that you can embody those higher frequencies and you can share your gifts more. Because if we don't have a sense of urgency, then we're just holding on to them and staying stagnant. So yeah, I guess I needed to. I mean, God is funny sometimes. He literally gave me the perfect little word to look into, and basically told me to come and put this out there. So hopefully you got something from it. I'm gonna go see if anyone's at the basketball court right now. The air quality was like 450 today. It's down to like 150 now, so hopefully my lungs won't explode on the court. But yeah, see you next time.